Blood sugar levels shape energy, focus, sleep, and long-term health every single day, yet most people living with diabetes still struggle to keep them steady. One small mistake can lead to sudden crashes, sharp spikes, and that drained feeling that follows. This video exists for people who want real support, backed by science, explained clearly, and shared honestly. Today, you will learn about one powerful supplement that doctors and researchers continue to talk about for diabetes support, and why it stands above the rest in ways many people never hear about. This is more than a trend or a quick promise. This supplement works with the body at a deeper level, supporting how glucose moves through the bloodstream and how cells respond to insulin. Many diabetics focus only on sugar intake, yet the real story involves minerals, enzymes, and cellular signals that decide whether glucose gets used for energy or stays trapped in the blood. In this video, you will discover how this supplement influences that process, why it matters for daily stability, and how it supports long-term markers like A1C when combined with smart lifestyle choices. There is urgency here because every day of unstable blood sugar adds stress to the body. Over time, that stress affects the heart, nerves, eyes, and kidneys. The good news is that research continues to reveal supportive tools that help the body respond better. Some of these findings stay buried inside medical journals and conference discussions. Few channels take the time to break them down in simple language. That is exactly what happens here. You will also learn lesser-known facts that surprise many people with diabetes, including why some supplements fail to deliver results and how dosage, absorption, and timing play a major role. There is a specific reason this supplement earns the top spot, and by the end of this video, you will clearly understand that reason. This knowledge helps viewers make smarter conversations with their healthcare providers and avoid wasting time on options that deliver little value. Stay with this video until the end because the final section covers who benefits the most, how to use it responsibly, and the most common mistakes people make when adding supplements to a diabetes routine. Missing that part can lead to confusion or disappointment. Watching fully gives the complete picture. Welcome to our channel, where health information meets clarity and honesty. If you care about managing diabetes with doctor-backed knowledge, clear explanations, and practical guidance, subscribe now and join a growing community focused on better control, better energy, and better daily living. This supplement matters because it supports one of the most critical systems involved in diabetes control, the way the body handles glucose at the cellular level. For years, medical professionals have focused on diet, physical activity, and medication, yet research has consistently shown that certain nutrients play a supporting role that often goes overlooked. Endocrinologists and metabolic specialists have discussed how deficiencies in key compounds can reduce insulin sensitivity and slow glucose uptake, even when a person follows a careful routine. Addressing this gap helps the body respond more efficiently to insulin and improves overall metabolic balance. Clinical research has explored this supplement in controlled settings, observing how it influences blood sugar regulation over time. Studies published in peer-reviewed journals describe improvements in fasting glucose, post-meal response, and markers connected to long-term control when it is used correctly alongside standard care. These findings are often discussed in medical conferences and professional guidelines, though they rarely reach everyday conversations. Doctors emphasize that the benefit comes from its role in supporting natural biological processes rather than forcing the body into sudden changes. This is why healthcare professionals view this supplement as supportive rather than extreme. It does not promise overnight results or replace prescribed treatment. Instead, it works quietly in the background, strengthening pathways that already exist in the body. The growing interest from researchers comes from consistency in results, safety when used responsibly, and its ability to complement established diabetes management strategies without exaggerated claims or marketing hype. For many people living with diabetes, the hardest part is the constant imbalance that shows up throughout the day. Blood sugar levels rise quickly after meals and drop just as fast, creating a cycle that feels impossible to control. One moment there is mental clarity and energy, and the next there is fatigue, irritability, or sudden hunger. These shifts disrupt work, sleep, and daily routines, turning simple tasks into exhausting challenges. Even with careful food choices, numbers can still feel unpredictable, which leads to frustration and stress. Energy crashes are another daily struggle. When glucose stays in the bloodstream instead of entering the cells, the body lacks steady fuel. This leaves many diabetics feeling tired even after rest. Afternoons often bring heavy fatigue, poor focus, and a strong desire for quick carbohydrates. Over time, this cycle wears the body down and makes consistency harder to maintain. At the center of this problem sits insulin resistance. Cells stop responding properly to insulin's signal, which forces the body to produce more just to manage the same amount of glucose. This process quietly worsens over time and increases strain on the pancreas. Many people follow advice closely and still feel stuck, wondering why effort does not always lead to results. These challenges are common, shared by millions, and deeply affect everyday life. The supplement that consistently earns attention in diabetes research is magnesium. It stands out because it plays a direct role in how the body processes glucose and responds to insulin. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of enzymatic reactions, many of which influence blood sugar balance and energy production. Yet, a large number of people with diabetes are found to have lower than optimal magnesium levels, which can quietly worsen insulin resistance over time. This makes supplementation especially relevant for those struggling with unstable readings. Unlike many products that focus on a single outcome, magnesium supports multiple systems at once. It helps cells respond more effectively to insulin, supports muscle and nerve function, and contributes to steady energy throughout the day. Researchers have observed that people with adequate magnesium levels often show better fasting glucose control and improved metabolic stability. This broad impact is what separates it from supplements that target only one narrow pathway. Magnesium is supportive, not a cure. It does not replace medication or lifestyle changes, and it does not force the body into unnatural shifts. Instead, it strengthens natural processes that already exist, allowing the body to work more efficiently. This balanced role is why healthcare professionals frequently discuss magnesium as a foundational support option in diabetes care rather than a quick solution. Magnesium works by helping the body move glucose from the blood into the cells where it can be used for energy. When food is eaten, glucose enters the bloodstream, and insulin acts like a key that opens the door to the cells. Magnesium supports this process by helping insulin send a clearer signal. When magnesium levels are low, that signal becomes weak and glucose stays in the blood instead of being used. By restoring adequate magnesium, the body becomes better at responding to insulin in a steady and controlled way. This also affects blood sugar balance throughout the day. With better insulin sensitivity, glucose enters cells more smoothly after meals, reducing sharp rises and sudden drops. This leads to more stable readings and fewer energy crashes. Magnesium also supports enzymes that guide how glucose is broken down and stored, which helps the body manage sugar more efficiently rather than letting it build up. Inside the cells, magnesium helps turn glucose into usable energy. This improves overall metabolism and supports consistent fuel delivery to muscles and the brain. When the system works properly, the body relies less on emergency responses and more on balance. Over time, this steady support helps create a more controlled blood sugar pattern without overwhelming the body. Medical researchers have spent years examining the connection between magnesium levels and blood sugar regulation, and the findings continue to draw attention in diabetes care. Doctors often point out that people with diabetes tend to lose more magnesium through urine, which slowly reduces the body's ability to manage glucose effectively. Because of this, many healthcare professionals consider magnesium status an important piece of the overall picture rather than a minor detail. Research conducted in clinical settings has shown that when magnesium levels are brought back to a healthy range, the body often responds with smoother blood sugar patterns. Doctors have observed improvements in daily stability, better response to insulin, and reduced swings after meals. These outcomes matter because they support long-term control without adding stress to the system. Instead of forcing change, magnesium helps restore balance that the body relies on to function properly. Endocrinologists and nutrition-focused physicians frequently discuss magnesium as a supportive tool that fits alongside standard treatment plans. It is valued for its safety profile and its ability to work with the body rather than against it. This consistent support from medical professionals and ongoing research gives magnesium a strong foundation rooted in science rather than marketing claims. When magnesium support is consistent, many diabetics begin to notice a calmer pattern in their daily blood sugar readings. Levels tend to rise and fall in a more controlled way, especially after meals. The steadier response reduces the sharp spikes that often lead to sudden drops later in the day. With fewer extreme swings, the body experiences less stress, and daily routines feel easier to manage. Small improvements like this can make a noticeable difference in confidence and control. Energy levels also become more reliable. As glucose enters the cells more efficiently, the body has a steadier fuel supply to work with. This often leads to fewer afternoon crashes and better mental focus. Tasks that once felt draining become more manageable, and the need for quick energy fixes decreases. Over time, this stable energy supports more consistent habits, which further reinforces balance. Long-term markers can also benefit from this steady support. Better daily control contributes to improved overall patterns that influence A1C levels. While results vary, many people see gradual progress when magnesium is used responsibly alongside healthy eating, movement, and medical guidance. These changes tend to build quietly, creating a foundation for lasting improvement rather than short-lived effects. This supplement is often considered by people managing type 2 diabetes who want additional support beyond their current routine. Many in this group follow medical advice closely, yet still experience unstable readings or daily fatigue. Magnesium can be especially relevant for those who feel they are doing many things right but are still searching for better balance. Its supportive role fits naturally into long-term management without disrupting existing treatment plans. Prediabetics may also benefit from paying attention to magnesium status. At this stage, the body is already showing signs of insulin resistance, even if symptoms feel mild. Supporting healthy glucose processing early can help improve daily stability and reduce ongoing strain on the system. This approach focuses on strengthening natural processes before patterns become harder to reverse. People who struggle with glucose control despite careful food choices and regular activity often find that missing nutrients play a quiet role. Magnesium supports the internal processes that allow diet and movement to work more effectively. For those already committed to lifestyle changes, this supplement can act as a reinforcement rather than a replacement, helping the body respond better to the effort already being made. Magnesium should always be viewed as a supportive addition rather than a replacement for prescribed diabetes medication. Medical treatments are designed to manage blood sugar safely, and stopping or changing them without professional guidance can create serious risks. Supplements work alongside established care, helping the body function more efficiently, but they do not take the place of insulin or other therapies recommended by a healthcare provider. This distinction is essential for safe and responsible use. Consulting a doctor before starting magnesium is especially important for people with kidney conditions, those taking multiple medications, or anyone managing advanced diabetes. A healthcare professional can help determine appropriate intake and monitor how the body responds over time. This guidance ensures that supplementation supports overall health rather than creating unintended complications. Magnesium works best when paired with healthy daily habits, balanced meals, regular movement, proper sleep, and stress management all influence how the body handles glucose. When these foundations are in place, magnesium can support the systems that keep blood sugar steady. Used thoughtfully and with medical oversight, it becomes part of a broader strategy focused on long-term stability and safety rather than quick fixes. Managing diabetes becomes easier when small, informed choices are made consistently. If this information felt helpful, consider discussing magnesium with your healthcare provider and using it responsibly as part of a balanced routine. Knowledge works best when it is applied with care and guidance, and the right support can make daily control feel more achievable. If this video gave you clarity or confidence, show your support by liking the video. It helps more people who are managing diabetes discover content grounded in real medical understanding. Subscribe to our channel for clear doctor-backed tips that focus on long-term health, stable blood sugar, and practical guidance you can trust. Sharing this video can also make a difference. Someone close to you may be struggling silently with unstable glucose levels or daily fatigue. Passing this along could help them feel informed and supported. Stay connected with us as we continue to break down complex health topics into simple, useful instruments designed to support better choices and better living every day.